Welcome to Philly Feud. I'm your referee of today's matchup. Let's meet our competition. Here is Team Blue.
Hi, I'm Barry, and I'm here with my team, Rob and Bill and Chris. We're the Park Fanatics, and we're going to put the wreck on recreation. Yeah!
Philadelphia is known to be a tough city. Let's meet Team Red.
Hey, I'm Patty Pat with Philadelphia Recreation, and this is Jeanette, Barb, and George, and we're going to give a parking ticket to Philly Parks.
We're in search for a team that knows the most about Philly.
Philly Feud is brought to you by Miller Lite from the Miller Brewing Company. It's Miller time. And by Chickies and Pete's, the #1 sports bar in America, home of fan-friendly fun and famous food. Visit chickiesandpete's.com for locations. And by Sugar House Casino. Philly loves a winner.
And now, let's welcome our ringmaster, Mike Missinelli.
Hello and welcome to the Philly Feud. We're live from Play 2 at Chickies and Pete's in South Philadelphia. Let's give it up for our referee, the lovely Sigourney.
Thank you.
On today's show, we have two competing teams from the heart of Philadelphia. In the blue corner, we have the Park Fanatics, and in the red, the Philadelphia Recreation Department. These are two teams that know the city like the back of their hand, so let's see who knows the most about Philly sports, history, traditions. The teams will face off in 4 rounds, guessing the top answers to poll questions and lists about Philadelphia. Correct answers are worth 10 points. Incorrect answers gives your opponent a shot at the board, and then we'll go back and forth until all team members make an attempt or until the board is filled. Sigourney, you had a chance to, put these guys under the griddle before the show. First of all, are they any good? Second of all, who do you like to win?
I think we might have a pretty good show here, showdown between the Park and Rec team. But I think that our Parks team brought some extra support here with the Fanatic.
Oh, I see the Fanatic. The Fanatic is dressed up in the green T-shirt, giving them a little mascot action, and it says Park staff on the back. The Fanatic is totally useless as far as a worker, but he looks good. So let's start the game. Let's bring up our captains. From the blue corner, Barry Bessler, and from the red corner, Patty, the Polish windmill. Pat. And this round is brought to you by Sugar House Casino. Philly loves a winner. The team that wins this round will receive $50 play cards provided by Sugar House Casino. But no one goes away empty-handed because the other team received $25 cards. Are we ready to go, guys?
Yes,
all right, you know how this works. You get your hand on the button. If you want to buzz in first, you know the first answer, you will then control the board. Ready to go?
Yes.
Here is the first question of the show. If you could bring back any former Phillies player in his prime, who would it be? All right, we got Patty Pat.
Mike Schmidt.
Mike Schmidt. He's got to be the #1 answer. It is Mike Schmidt. Patty Pat slammed the Fanatic in the snout. All right, you got to control the board, Pat.
Yes.
All right, what do you got for your second answer?
Tug McGraw.
Tug McGraw. Is Tug McGraw on the list? Tug McGraw is on the list. At number 4. All right, Patty. Another Phillies player you could bring back in his prime to help this team. Who would it be?
Pete Rose.
Pete Rose. Is Pete Rose on the board? He is on the board at number 3. Look at this. These guys are nervous over there. Look at them. All right, Patty. Give me another one. You got 2 left. Can you sweep the board?
Steve Carlton.
Steve Carlton, of course. Lefty's got to be on the list. He's number 2 on the list. Steve Carlton. One more, and you just, zip these guys right out of the first round here, Pat. Number 5 is left. Who do you have? Any former Phillies player in his prime to bring back? Who would that be? All right, you're out. Barry, you got 1 answer left, Barry. Who could it be?
Greg Luzinski.
Greg Luzinski. He's not on the list. All right.
Kurt Schilling.
Kurt Schilling. That's a pretty good answer, but he's not on the list. And they could use another right-handed starter. All right, Rob. What do you got here, Robbie?
I'm going to go with, let's see. How about Bake McBride?
How about, what? Bake McBride?
Yeah.
I'm taking a wild shot that's not up there. No, Bake McBride is not up there. All right, Barbara. Barbara, you think you got it? But Barbara's cocky. She's nodding the head. All right, Barbara, who do you have?
How about Richie Ashburn?
How about Richie Ashburn? Richie Ashburn! Oh, and look at this, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? And they steal the Fanatic. We actually asked manager of the Phillies, Charlie Manuel, and we figured, the people couldn't agree. Charlie would settle a tie. Charlie Manuel, here's Charlie Manuel saying who he would want.
Former one, probably that. You know what? That would be between Mike Schmidt and Carlton.
Well, how about that? How about that? Charlie Manuel agreed with the people. He said Mike Schmidt and Steve Carlton. He couldn't decide. Sigourney, what score do we have? We got a whitewash here in the first round.
Well, Park Fanatics have 0 on the board because the rec team just swept the board, so they have 50 points.
50 points. All righty, when we come back, we'll get to know our two teams from the heart of the city, and a question related to their field is coming up next right here on the Philly Feud.
Hi, this is Pete from Chicky and Pete's. Chicky and Pete's has been recognized as the best sports bar in North America. We couldn't have done it without you, our loyal fans. You know, the Philadelphia sports fan wears their heart on their sleeve and has the enthusiasm like no other city in America. So at this time, we'd like to thank you for supporting your teams and supporting us at Chicky and Pete's, making us #1. Come down to Chicky and Pete's at Packer Avenue and see the trophy for being the #1 sports bar in North America. We'll see you here at Chicky and Pete's.
And welcome back to Philly Feud. We're live from Play 2 of Chickies and Pete's in South Philadelphia. You know, if you want to try out or come to a taping of the show, like a lot of people have tonight, just visit our website, phillyfeud.com, for details. But it is time to introduce the two teams within the Philadelphia Parks and Recreation Department. Let's start with the blue team. Team Blue, headed by Captain Barry Bessler, a Northeast Philadelphia native and Penn State grad. I like that part of it.
I think we were there at the same time, Mike.
Maybe. Chief of Staff, Philadelphia Parks and Recreation Department, but this is the part I don't like. Basketball coach at Holy Ghost Prep.
You're a Bristol guy.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a Bristol guy. That was the
I
chief
can't
rival.
help that.
You guys wore the ties and the sports coats.
We
wore
still
the
do.
Metallica T-shirts. To his right, we have Mr. Rob Armstrong. Rob's from Lancaster, and he's a 2012 grad of Lehigh University. It means he's a smart guy. He's got a PhD in American history. Oh, my word. And he plans on breaking his dollar dog record. This man ate 8 hot dogs, Dollar Dog Day. He's going to eat 9 in an inning. We talk about 8 hot dogs in an inning. He's bound to break it, right?
Each inning.
One
for each inning.
Oh, one for each inning?
Yeah, one for each
Well,
inning.
All right, to your right, Bill Kleinberger. He's a native of Overbrook. He's an expert sandwich maker. He loves home brewing, sports, yoga, renowned life coach, aspiring hand model, whose dream is to deliver a baby in an emergency with those beautiful hands. You're a whack job, brother. I got news for you. And to his right, Chris Doherty. He is the consummate military brat. He lived in choice destinations such as Jacksonville, North Carolina, and Waldorf, Maryland. And that's where the Waldorf salad was created, right?
There,
he has a master's in American history. I'm an idiot here, okay? We got PhDs, masters from Scranton, plus a master's in urban planning from Temple. You guys are too smart for this show. I got this one. Yeah. All right, let's go over now to our Philly recreation team, Team Red from the rec department. The captain is Patty. The Polish windmill, Pat. Pat.
Yes.
She's a jack of all trades, or a Jill of all trades, as she likes to say. She's an expert at none. She leads the fight to have Jimmy's named the official topping of Philadelphia ice cream. People who call them sprinkles would be charged with a first-degree felony. I actually agree with that. Nice had to have you here,
They're
Patty.
Jimmy's, not sprinkles.
Thank you very much. Jimmy's is a complete Philadelphia term. Might be an answer a little later, actually. To her left, Jeanette Burns Arthur. She's a Ronhurst chick. Oh, yeah. She's married to a Philly firefighter. She's a mom of 3. She went to St. Basil's Academy and Marymount University in Arlington, Virginia. Welcome, Jeanette. Thank you very much for being here. To her left is Barbara McCabe. Oh, she's a Hallahan girl. And a Penn State grad. She married a South Philly guy and was thrown out of Port Richmond for that. She has 0% body fat. Is that correct?
That is not
0%. Look at her. She's all gunned up.
Yeah.
And to her left, George Kilcullen. He's the strong, silent type. Don't ask him questions about history. Ask him about sports, right?
Thank you. Good luck to everybody.
All right, there he is. He's a man of few words. All right, it is time now to get round 2 started. Let's bring up Rob Armstrong from Team Blue and Jeanette Arthur from Team Red. Welcome, guys. Round 2. And our first question, these answers come courtesy of the Philly Hot List. All righty. Name the top 5 picnic spots in the Philly area. That was Jeanette. All right, Jeanette.
FDR Park.
FDR Park. Let's see if we got FDR Park out there. It is not on the list. Sorry about that.
Belmont Plateau.
Belmont Plateau. We have Fairmount Park. All right. We'll give you that. We rounded it off. The judges felt sorry for you, Rob. All right, you got control of the list. Keep going.
Okay. Pennypack Park.
Pennypack Park. Is that on the list? Pennypack Park, not on the list. Sorry, Rob. All right, we move over to 0% body fat. Barbara?
How about Cobb's Creek Park?
How about Cobb's Creek Park? Cobb's Creek is not on the list. This is from Philly Hot List, so we're not making this up as we go on. All right, Chris, go ahead.
What about Citizens Bank Park?
Citizens Bank Park. Well, that's actually a good answer. That's not on the. I would give it to you because it's very creative, but it's not on the list, Chris. All right, Patty.
I'm going to go with Boathouse Road, Kelly Drive.
You're going to go Boathouse Road, Kelly Drive is number 4. All right, Patty Pat. Keep going. You're on a roll.
West River Drive.
West River Drive is not on the list. All right, Barry, this is the last chance here. All right, so go ahead.
Rittenhouse Square.
Rittenhouse Square. Number 2 answer. All righty. You guys need some points. Tick them off here, Barry.
Washington Square.
Washington Square. Is Washington Square on the list? It is number 5 on the list. All right, Barry, you got 1 answer left. Can you get the number 1 answer?
Logan Square.
Logan Square. Logan Square is not on the list. All righty. That concludes the round. Let's look at what the number 1 answer. You guys were thinking city. Sometimes you got to go to the burbs. Philadelphia area. Sometimes you got to go. And number 1 is Valley Forge Park. All right. We're getting booed on our own show. It's a total violation. All right, Sigourney, what is our score after round 2?
Well, the Parks have 30 points on the board, but the rec team's still in the lead with 60 points.
All right, the recreation department is in the lead, and when we come back, round 3 and more of this exciting competition between the Park Fanatics versus the Philly Rec Department right here on the Philly Feud. Come back right after this. Well, welcome back to the Philly Feud. We're here at Play 2 Chickies and Pete's. Great place. And we got the Park Fanatics versus the Philly Recreation Department. They're going head-to-head. So let's bring up our round 3 participants. Let's bring up Bill Kleinberger from the Fairmount Parkers and Barbara McCabe right here from the Philly Recreation Department. And the Recreation Department is in the lead 60-30. Alrighty, so you guys got some catching up to do. Alrighty, we polled 76 inner city Philadelphians. And we asked them, what is a ball game you played growing up on the streets of Philly? All right, Bill.
Stickball.
Stickball. All right, stickball is the number 1 answer. Stickball or half ball would have satisfied our judges. Bill.
Kickball.
Kickball. Did they play kickball? I don't believe kickball is on. No kickball. A lot of other games. All right, Barbara. A lot of other games you guys played in Philadelphia.
I played some double dutch growing up.
Double dutch?
Double dutch.
That's not a ball.
Oh.
It's not a ball, Barbara.
You can throw a ball in there.
How do you play double dutch ball? How do you play that?
Hold the ball.
That's not up there, unfortunately. All right, Chris. Chris, hold it. This involves a ball. All right, Chris, what do you got?
What about wiffle ball?
What about wiffle ball? We all played wiffle ball. Is it on the list? It's not on the top 5 answers. All right, George.
Wire ball.
Wire ball. Right, wire ball is number 2. All right, George, what do you got?
Box ball, 4 square ball?
Box ball or 4 square ball. Is that on the list? That is not on the list, George. Sorry. All right, Barry, you look like an old enough guy to play those ancient games.
I am.
What do you got?
Basketball, throwing it up against the milk carton.
Basketball with the milk carton. That is not on the board. All right, Jeanette.
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball. Well, dodgeball's got to be. No. Yes. Number 5, dodgeball.
Wiffle ball.
Wiffle ball has already been answered, Jeanette.
Sorry.
All righty. All right, that does it. That does it for round 3. Okay, all right. So we had a few answers. Let's see what our remaining answers are. Number 3 answer is wall ball. Wall ball. And number 4 is step ball or stoop ball, where you bang the ball against the steps and you catch it. All righty. Sigourney, what score?
Park Fanatics have 40 points on the board, but the rec team is still in the lead. They have 80 points.
All righty. So the Philadelphia Recreation Department is still in the lead. We come back, we'll have round 4 with a sports question. Come on right back to the Philly Feud. Oh, welcome back to the Philly Feud. We're here at Play 2 Chickens and Pete. Got a sellout crowd here. Let's bring up Chris of the Park Fanatics and George from the Philly Recreation Department. All right, fellas. The pressure is on you, Georgie. No pressure. He says no pressure. All right, here we go. According to Bleacher Report, who are the top 5 Eagles receivers of all time? All right, we had Chris.
Mike Quick.
Mike Quick. Mike Quick is number 2 on the board.
Brian Westbrook.
Brian Westbrook is not on the list. All right. All right, George. You can put them away, George.
It's over.
It's over.
Harold Carmichael.
Harold Carmichael is the number 1 answer. Harold Carmichael. All right, George. Keep going.
Little guy named T.O. Terrell Owens, maybe?
Terrell Owens. Is he on the list? No. T.O. not on the list. All right, we go to Barry.
Old school, Tommy McDonald.
Tommy McDonald. Barry's old school. He's got number 5, Tommy McDonald.
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson. Is Deshaun Jackson on the board? Deshaun Jackson is not on the board. All right, Barry.
I'm going to go with Milton Street.
Yeah. Was he a good receiver, was he?
Very good receiver. Received
Is that right?
everything.
Is that another way to tell me you don't know the answer?
Correct.
All right, Patty does not know the answer.
Pete Redslap.
Pete Redslap, the old tight end, is on the list, number 3. Oh, my word. You pulled out an old school guy.
Yeah.
And I got to give you a hint. I give you a hint. This guy's older school. All right? This is older. This is the oldest school you can find.
Newt Rockney.
New Rockney is not on the list. All right, Barbara.
Steve Van Buren.
Steve Van Buren would have been up there if he was a receiver, but he was a running back. Sorry. Let's take a look at our final answer, the immortal Pete Pihos. Pete Pihos. How come nobody ever gets Pete Pihos? For crying out loud. Sigourney, what is our score?
Park Fanatics have 70 points on the board, and the rec team is still in the lead. They have 90 points.
All righty. So that sets up the conclusion. The Miller Lightning Round is coming up next. The team behind will have a chance to come back. A potential 200 points are on the board. We'll find out the winners next when we come right back here on the Philly Feud. Welcome back right here to the Philly Feud. We're here at Play 2 Chickies and Pete's. And it's my favorite time of the show because it's time for me to ask the crowd, what time is it? See, we got them all trained. It's Miller time, and that means it's time for the Miller Lightning Round. Your designated player will have 1 minute to give your team clues about 10 items related to Philadelphia. You cannot say any part of the name, place, or thing. Each correct response is worth 20 points, and this round will determine the winners of the Philly Feud. Let's go, Barry, the captain, and ready, go.
Saying God bless America at the Flyers game.
Kate Smith.
Kate Smith.
Second baseman for the Phillies in the 80 championship team. Talked about him earlier.
Manny Trios, correct.
Concert place down on Cal Hill Street.
Electric Factory.
Electric Factory.
Pass. Relief pitcher for the Phillies, left-hander, number 59.
Ryan Madsen.
Now, current. Pass. Every January, this comes to the convention center.
Shows.
New cars.
Car show.
Auto show.
International
Auto
Auto
show.
Show.
We got the auto shows correct.
It's a park
20
in
seconds.
Northern Liberties.
Century Park.
Soup Company.
Camp.
15. Campbell Square. Campbell Square is correct.
It's down at the Kimmel Center, down on Broad Street. No, place.
5 seconds.
Place. Neighborhood up in Northwest Philadelphia, above Manayunk. Mount Airy, Roxborough.
That's it. All right, you're out of time.
All right.
Out of time. 20 points for each correct question. Sigourney's out there keeping tabs. Sigourney, what did they score?
Yep, they racked up to 170 points.
All right, they've got 170 points now. And so you're in the lead temporarily. All righty, let's move over here. And you got 10 seconds. Go.
Okay, you're not over the Betsy Ross. You take the what? $2. It's only $2.
Now, Cody Palmyra.
Right. Nothing could be finer than eating at. It's in Richmond.
Aramingo Diner.
Yes, Joan Krajewski used to live there. What neighborhood? Tony. Yes, down at 2nd and Washington. They on New Year's Day. Yes. Yes. Kobe Bryant went to high school here.
Lower Marion. That's it. That's it. You got your 5 answers that win. They win. The recreation team defeats the Fairmount Park guys, and they brought the Fanatic, and the Fanatic didn't help them at all. But all contestants on today's show receive Philadelphia-themed gift bags provided by the Greater Philadelphia Tourism and Marketing Corporation. Visit Philly.com. The winners get Miller Lite prize packs provided by Miller Lite, reminding you it's Miller time, and also gift cards from Chickies and Pete's, the #1 sports bar in America. We'll see you next time we search for who knows the most about Philadelphia right here on the Philly Feud.
Promotional consideration for Philly Feud provided by Sugar House Casino, Philly loves a winner, and by Ventresca Limited, the men's store in Doylestown, and by Greater Philadelphia Tourism. Visit us online at visitphilly.com.